Hello there, this is Joanna, founder of Wounds to Scars and creator of the online course Parenting After Trauma and The Journey from Broken. I basically help you to heal from the impact of painful life events. I wanted to talk to you today about a kind of topic that makes me sad a little bit. Yeah, it is. It is a bit sad for me. So I heard this recently and it broke my heart. She said, the abuse was hard. But what was worse was that my mom was unavailable. That's what makes me sad. Now I'm here to talk to you. If you're a parent, if you're not a parent, this will be applicable still. And there's no judgment here. It's just information, because I know sometimes when we feel powerless, when we feel like our power has been taken, we feel unable to act on our own behalf. And when we're unable to act on our own behalf, when we're able to self-advocate, it makes it difficult for us to advocate for other people or to teach our children, indeed, how to advocate for themselves. So here's the thing. Here is why mother was unavailable. Parents who have their own unresolved trauma, rather than respond to a child in a loving way, we freeze, or we do the freeze, flight, or fight response. So if your trauma is unresolved, you cannot help your child with theirs. You cannot advocate for them. You cannot teach them how to self-advocate, because you have not allowed yourself to deal with your own pain. You've carried it for so long. You don't know how to trust anyone with it. It's somehow become a part of who you are. And it stops you. It limits you. It takes away so much from you. I want to encourage you, if you're listening to this, and you can identify with that, whether you have children or not. If you do have children, it's so really important that you trust somebody with that you find a safe counselor to work with, that you find that heal and retreat, that you begin to read and to make yourself knowledgeable around the area of your hurt, so that you can begin to heal for you, and it will impact your child. It will impact the way you parent, and it will impact the kind of tools and gifts and skills that you can pass on to your children. If you don't have children, it's just as important that you do it for you. I know sometimes when we're carrying our pain, it's tender and it's painful and it's sensitive, and the thought of opening up to anyone is just unimaginable. But that's where freedom is. That's where freedom is. Freedom is on the other side. And if you owe it to yourself to give yourself the opportunity to walk through it, so that you can heal and find freedom and peace. And notice I say walk through it, because there's no other way to heal. There is no shortcut. There is no around it, over it. Unfortunately, it's only through it. But what I've learned personally and professionally, as I worked with scores of people, is that walking through it, it's daunting at the beginning, but as you go through, you learn so much about yourself. There is a phenomenal growth that happens as you give yourself permission to heal. You learn about you. You begin to see the world in a different way. Your worldview is challenged and changed, and your values shifts, and you learn so much about yourself that couldn't have happened any other way. And so when you carry your hurt like that in a tender, sensitive way, and do not trust anyone to help you with it, you stop yourself from growing, from learning, from flowering and blossoming and living a purposeful life and become that person that God designed that you should be. So my hope is that as you listen to this, if you haven't yet made the decision to step out and to take the chance to heal, I hope that from this day forward, you may make a decision. You may say, I was powerless, but today I can take control, and I'm going to learn the skills to self-advocate and to teach advocacy to my children. I'll see you next time. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye.